Welcome to the inaugural season of the IRWIN Tools Cup Series. This is Chase race number 1, race 8 of the season from Dover. As you can see, we have 36 cars, and we have 2 new drivers here as they are ready to take on the Monster Mile. 12 laps around this mile racetrack, and you never know when a big wreck could happen and take you out. And obviously we have 12 drivers vying for 8 spots. 1 driver can clinch today with a win into round 8. So now we're going to look at your starting lineup for today's race. We have Kevin Harvick, the top seed in the chase. He has 2,006 points due to his win and being the points leader, and Carl Edwards, who's right behind him. And then we have Chase Elliott, the rookie, had a great qualifying run, and Jimmy Johnson, who is great at Dover, 10 wins. And then we have Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski, the Penske drivers, are hoping to be a threat in this championship. Right behind them, we have the 2 Joe Gibbs drivers, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin. Both have been really good, and they're hoping to make it far in this. And then we have Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, very consistent, but they're going to have to up their game if they want to be serious contenders. Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Larson behind him. Truex is in the chase. Larson barely missed it. And then we have Jeff Gordon subbing for Dale Earnhardt Jr. as he is here this week, and Ryan Newman hoping to upset this chase. Austin Dillon, who was taken out last week, and Jamie McMurray both barely missed it. Tony Stewart also missed it, but AJ Allmendinger made it due to his win at Sonoma. Rookie Ryan Blaney is right behind them, having an okay season, and Casey Kane really hoping to step it up a bit. Right after them, we have Greg Biffle and Trevor Bayne as Roush Fenway starting to slightly improve their game. Paul Menard's here with a new crew chief as he's hoping to get some success, and Ricky Stenhouse is right behind him. And then Eric Almirola, who just celebrated 200 starts, and Casey Mears. Clint Boyer having a miserable year so far, hoping to turn that around, and Danica Patrick seeing if she can get a top 15 maybe, like last week. And then we have David Reagan, Regan Smith, who been alright most of the year. They've been about mid-pack. Landon Castle as well, he's done great for being in a small team. And Chris Buescher, who's last in points, hoping to fix that. Matt DiBenedetto, we're going to see if something doesn't break on his car. And Brian Scott, like I said, miserable rookie year for him. And finally, we have Michael McDowell and Joey Gase making his first ever start here in the IRWIN Tools Cup Series. And here we go. We are going to start this race. Let's do this for the chase. And here we go. 12 laps. Green flag is in the air here at Dover for 12, like I've been saying. And here we go. Kevin Harvick, he takes the lead at Carl Edwards as they go down the tunnel. And you can see now Kevin Harvick takes the lead, but Chase Elliott, he gets a run in second. Kevin Harvick's going to lead lap 1. Now we're on lap 2 out of 12. Kevin Harvick. You can see Chase Elliott, Carl Edwards kind of battling down there as they head through turn 2 again. As we're going to see Monster Miles can bite him up. And you can see Kevin Harvick continues to lead. Harvick continues. He could really win this. Lap 3 out of 12. Chase Elliott's behind him. Carl Edwards and Jimmy Johnson behind him. And then Kyle Busch. So pretty good run for the chase so far. Harvick continues his lead on Chase Elliott. Lap 4 out of 12 now. Chase Elliott's going to do it. And Harvick lifts a little bit. And Chase Elliott, he's going to take the lead. Chase Elliott, the rookie, takes the lead here at Dover. Jimmy Johnson won Dover in his rookie year. He swept. Can Chase Elliott do it? Now we are on lap 5 out of 12. You can see now Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick, Subway versus Jimmy Johns back there as Chase Elliott leads and Jimmy Johnson behind him. This is something good for Hendrick Motorsports to see their cars running up front. And you can see now lap 6 out of 10. Johnson's behind him. Johnson's going to make a run. Jimmy Johnson on the inside, but Chase Elliott gets a great run on the outside. Good racing down the backstretch. Jimmy Johnson now is going to dive it back in. Does Chase Elliott lift or does he keep going? It looks like Jimmy Johnson's going to clear him, and Jimmy Johnson takes the lead. Lap 7 out of 12. Johnson's in his happy place out front now. As you can see, they're flying by a lot of good chasers here. You got Brad Keselowski, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, mid-pack. Ryan Newman, okay, got AJ Allmendinger. You can see a lot of other good racing at the back of the pack. And here we go now, lap 8 out of 12. Jimmy Johnson leads, but Chase Elliott seeing if he can get some magic here on that outside. Jimmy Johnson now handling Chase Elliott down the backstretch. Carl Edwards going to see if he has something for Chase Elliott. It's Carl Edwards hoping to win this race too. Lap 9 out of 12. Jimmy Johnson continues his race. And oh, we got a wreck. Cliff Boyer is into the wall. And Regan Smith takes him out. And we have a big wreck. And caution is out. Lap 9 out of 12. We have a big wreck. And Regan Smith, Clint Boyer. Boyer got spun out by someone. And it looks like we have a big one here. You can see Clint Boyer just gets spun out. And then Regan Smith got clipped by Matt DiBenedetto. Both of them are done. Clint Boyer continues just a miserable year. He is just having a terrible year. I'm telling you. And then Regan Smith, Clint Boyer are both into the garage. And then Matt DiBenedetto, you can see, is right behind them as he got some repairs, just seeing if he can ride this thing out. And here we go now. We're going to restart lap 11 out of 12. This is not overtime yet. So here we go. Green flag's in the air, and they're coming down the Dover. And now they're racing. And around goes the 18. Big wreck. Kyle Larson clipped into Kyle Busch, and there was a big chain reaction. Denny Hamlin also involved, but Kyle Busch gets the worst of it. Kyle Busch has a lot of damage on that car, and possibly a favorite to win is taken out early here in round 1. And this is not going to be good for him, as big wreck involving a couple chasers. Let's look at this clean restart, but as we go down into turning, Keselowski turns him, and then because he gets into Hamlin and Kyle Busch, looked like he had it saved. Larson was there though, and he gets clipped into the wall. And let's look at it in real time. You can see Keselowski thought he had a run, got into him, and boom, big one. So Keselowski gets that one. Kyle Busch not very happy with Brad Keselowski on that restart, so we're going to have to see about that. But yeah, Kyle Busch is out of the race. He's going to have to win Kansas now. Not very happy. Then we have Kyle Larson, as he's going to try to get repairs, big repairs. He was having a great day up front. And then we go at Denny Hamlin, some repairs to the back. He is also not very happy with Brad Keselowski with that move, as he knocked out 2 Gibbs cars. So guess that's good for Keselowski. But now we're on to overtime. Lap 13 out of 14. Here we go. Green flag's in the air for overtime. Who's going to get the jump? Carl Edwards gets a great run on the outside. Carl Edwards now takes the lead as they head through the tunnel. And you can see now they're heading down the backstretch. Carl Edwards continues to lead, but Jimmy Johnson is not letting him out of his sights. He knows this is his best chance to get into the next round. Final lap, lap 14 out of 14 into overtime. Jimmy Johnson takes it in. They are almost side by side here. Johnson's going to have to get a run now in turn 3 and turn 4. Jimmy Johnson makes his run. It looks like he's going to make it stick. They're going down. They're banging to the line. And it's too close to call. I think it might have been Jimmy Johnson. I think it was Jimmy Johnson who got it. We're going to have to take another look at that, but it looked like he got it there. Let's watch this again. Look at this. Banging to the line. And as we goes to the line, Johnson gets him. So Jimmy Johnson wins Dover. He is locked into the next round of the chase. And there he is doing his burnout as he wins at Dover. Now this is his 11th win at the track. So pretty good for Jimmy Johnson as he wins. So congrats to the 48 Austin S. You have won and you are into the round of 8 in the chase. So let's look at your results. Look at this. Jimmy Johnson wins. 80 or 10 drivers were chasers besides Jeff Gordon, Chase Elliott was 3rd. Jeff Gordon was 10th. Pretty good day for him. Ryan Newman was 11th in this race, so he did okay. And then you can see back here we got Tony Stewart. How about Greg Biffle? He did really good for Roush Fenway. They might be getting up there. And then we also have Austin Dillon after last week. Got a hurt for him. And back here we have Trevor Bayne, who was 17th. Casey Kane, frustrated, in 19th. And AJ Allmendinger was in 18th. He's not going to have a great points outing. Then we have Denny Hamlin in 26th, who probably disappointed with Brad Keselowski. Kyle Larson in 30th, and you can see back here a lot of other drivers who really fought their hearts out the whole day, but some of them did good, some did okay. And back here we got Kyle Busch, the big name, taken out in a wreck. He finishes 34th, and then Clint Boyer and Regan Smith, who also wrecked. Now, here's your chase grid. Jimmy Johnson locked in the next round, but look at this. Kevin Harvick plus 13. Carl Edwards plus 12. A lot of drivers, they are not very safe. Look at 4 through 9. They are separated by 10 points. That could get rough. And Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, they're virtually in must-wins. AJ Allmendinger might have a chance, but we're going to see in the next round. So then race 9 and the eliminating race in Chase is going to be at the Kansas Speedway, so it should be exciting. That track has been good, and Kyle Busch is our recent winner, so that might be some good news for Kyle Busch. And then obviously a couple other drivers, Martin Truex, that might be good for them to get on track. Truex had an okay day today. But yeah, that's it here at Dover. Jimmy Johnson is your winner, and he is locked into the next round. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you like this video, give it a like. Like me on Facebook, NASCAR Race Fan, YouTube, NASCAR Tech News page. Subscribe for more IRWIN Tools Cup Series, as this is NASCAR Racing Fan 2015 from Dover, signing out.